Hey, what's up? I'm back. According to a black girl, your girl TC, I am coming to share my my experiences, not only in the corporate world, but traveling and just day to day and how I live as a black girl, according to me. All of the things that I talk about are subjective. You can agree to disagree. It doesn't matter, but these are my truths. So, yeah, I'm going to speak on some of the things that have been happening. I've been gone for a while. We'll talk about that. But I think today, mainly, I really wanted to just come on camera, come on audio, and talk about the three R's. No, not rest and relaxation, but it is something that is tied to rest and relaxation. And I just wanted to talk through these things because these are some things that I have been experiencing for the last few months. I kind of got in a funk, a little bit of the funk, because I had some things that happen. Some very tragic things happened to me, but that's no excuse to stop. More so an excuse to be driven and keep going and just to be motivated. So, yeah, let's get into these three R's, these things that help to get you back on track, in my opinion. Well, these are the things that have helped me get back on track because it's very easy to lose focus and to lose your drive. Yeah, so the three R's that have come up several times while I've been in my melancholy state. And you know what? I've noticed that I get into a melancholy state a lot. And it's okay. Like, we're all human. We all go through these things. And I don't expect anybody or anyone to just put up a front and be excited and positive all the time because there are things that you're grateful for, but there are things that, get you down and you're human and it's okay to go through that motion. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to grieve and go through all of the emotions that humans have. By no means or expectations is it for you to just keep going and not have any emotions, not have any feelings. It's perfectly fine. Don't let people dictate how you feel. If people are calling you soft, let them motherfuckers call you soft because everybody goes through grief differently. And I am here to talk about that. I went through a lot of grief. I went through a lot of situations that happened, but out of all of that, I came out, I guess, on top is what I would say. So getting back to the three R's, reflect, refocus, and rejuvenate. Those are some of the things that I wanted to touch on when I got on this mic, on this camera too. So I've had time throughout these months to try to reflect on some of the things that have happened or have gone on in my life. And not only do I try to reflect on lessons, and when I say lessons, I mean things that I didn't necessarily think would happen to me, things that kind of frustrated me, and some things that at the time I didn't think that there were lessons because I was actually going through emotionally feeling like, okay, why is this happening to me? Why? Just frustrated, upset. God, why me? When I should have been looking at it more so of, if not me, then who? Or what lesson is it that I need to take from this experience? Or just reflecting on the situation and understanding why that situation was brought to me. And there have been several situations that have been so similar. So in the back of my mind, I was more so thinking, what is it about me that I need to change in order to stop this thing from happening to me? Because clearly these are lessons that keep happening and happening and happening. And either I'm not learning from them or I haven't gained the knowledge that I needed to gain from those lessons. So I either have to approach it differently and just look back on it and try to think, what is it about this scenario or this situation that I need to take away so that I can, move to the next level or get to the next level. Because obviously these things, they feel detrimental when they're happening, but they're not. We make things, we as in humans, we tend to make things a lot worse than what they truly are. We exaggerate things in our minds. So it may be, or it may feel detrimental at the time or at the moment, but it's truly not. It's truly something that we need to take away from that situation. Reflect on successes as well. I always reflect on things that I exaggerated. I also exaggerate successes as well. But if not you, then who? Again, there's that question that you have to ask. If you aren't reflecting on those successes, those things that made you happy, those things that brought you, joy, those things that helped you to move up in your career, or it could be little things like you bought a cash car. I bought a cash car, well, a cash SUV. I was super excited about just owning a car and not having a car note. To me, that was a success. Also, reflect on challenges, things that you didn't necessarily solve for a solution for. Those are things that, in my opinion, my humble opinion, those are things that you can look back on and try to figure out, hey, I didn't figure out or solution for it then. You could be, thinking about a solution towards some of those challenges that you've had, whether it be with, experience with your kids, experience with your friends, experience with just anything. It could be anything, work related, personal, just any challenges that you've had in your life that you were not able to solution for. Those are the things that you need to reflect on and look back on to see if you can find a solution. If not, oh well, keep it moving. But yeah, that's just reflect. When I think about reflect, I think about those things. The next R that I want to talk about is refocusing. Refocus your mind. Where are you trying to refocus it to? Goals. Where are you going in your life? Do you know where you're going? Do you know where you want to go? Have you written it out? Have you seen it? Have you visualized about it? Have you, did something to move you towards these goals that you have? Or if you haven't written it out, can you take the time to write out these goals and think through what you want? A lot of things that I had done prior to going through grief is I used to try to sit down and think through some of the things that I was good at, some of the things that I loved. What I am, I am always willing to learn. Always. And I'll talk about that when I get to the next R. But one thing about me is I like to learn, and I learn a lot of things. I learned a lot of technology stuff, not like in depth, but bits and pieces. But I do feel like everything that I have learned is going to get me to whatever or wherever my ultimate goal is in this life on this planet as this person. Whatever I've been doing is going to get me to that space and place that I'm trying to be. So I always say I am a jack of all trades, master of none. And that's that on that. Because I don't stick with anything too long. Things don't hold my attention. I have a short attention span, so don't judge me. But yeah, how are you getting there? How are you getting to your goal? I would say take some time to write it out, understand where you're going, why you want to get there. I always say make sure it's your passion. I want to make sure wherever I'm going, it is my passion. It's something I love to do because there there are a lot of things that you can do, and if you're not doing something that you love, you can get burned out. You can get tired. I mean, even if you love it, you can burn out of it, but wouldn't you rather strive and do something towards something that you love? I mean, I would. That's just me personally. Sorry, I got the sniffles. The last R that I wanted to talk about is rejuvenating, like self care. This is all about you taking time for yourself. Are you truly taking time for yourself? Are you truly taking a moment off of social media, off of your phone, disconnecting from everything to just be with yourself? You can learn a lot from yourself. Being if you can't enjoy your company with yourself, do you think somebody else is going to enjoy your company? No, absolutely not. So when you're rejuvenating and doing self-care, self-development, self-learning, it's just taking time to be by yourself and understand what you like, understand what you don't like. This was very difficult for me because I've always been in some type of relationship. And this is like, I'm not going to say the first time, maybe the second time that I've been single for this amount of time. It's been like close to a year. And I'm just relearning all of the things that I love to do. One of the things that I used to love doing and I still like doing is reading. I used to, when I had time, I would do my hair a lot. I did my hair this time, but I don't have a love for my hair like I used to. I used to love doing my hair, but I don't have the same love that I used to have for doing my hair. But reading is something that I've always done. I like reading. I used to like reading like raunchy books, books that really serve no purpose, that would just take me mentally out of what was going on in the physical realm into another like universe and place and space where I can imagine all these things. But I like to read more self-help things and things that are going to elevate me mentally, to make me think outside of the box. A couple of things that I had started reading that I got these recommendations from Big Sean, but one of the things that I had been reading is Asking It Is Given. And this is a book by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's The Teachings of Abraham. It is just a book that will allow you to think outside of the normal thought process that you normally would have. So reading, podcast, YouTube, whatever drives you, whatever helps you as far as learning capacity, school, courses, anything like that, do it, go for it. Don't let people just try to dissuade you. I think that's a word. From doing those things. Also, the last but not least thing that you should be doing when rejuvenating is resting, relaxing, just taking time for yourself, whether it be pampering yourself, bubble baths, just zoning out, writing, journaling. That's one thing I love doing as well. I love journaling. Journaling just allows me to get all of my thoughts out of my mind, because your mind will drive you crazy sometimes because of all of the things that go on in your head. And you have to think that we think a lot throughout the day, throughout the weeks, throughout the months, throughout the years. We think a lot as humans. So just take that into consideration when you are by yourself. Take some time to get those things out of your mind and put them on paper, whether you're recording it, whether you're videoing it, whether you're writing it. So just get it out of your mind. Those are the things that I wanted to talk about. Those are the things that were on my heart to just kind of deliver and just help somebody out there, because I know if I was going through it, somebody else may benefit from listening to some of the things that have helped me get through not only a grieving process, but a breakup, challenges at work, and anything that you have bad experiences with. I appreciate y'all listening, and I hope y'all have a fabulous, beautiful, lovely day. Happy 2021.